Alrighty, hello everybody, my name is JKXU, and in today's video, we are playing Grimoires Era, one of the, basically the brand new Black Clover magical game on Roblox. So, as you guys can tell here, I'm level 415. If you, came from my last video, I got to, I was like level 30 2 days ago. So, yeah, I've been playing this game a lot. Very big grinding. If you guys can't tell by the little sword here and the cape, play a tad small a bit. Anyways, let's get to the point of this video. So if you've clicked on this, I'm going to assume you're either probably new to this channel or just new to this game in general. So, hello everybody, welcome. As I was saying, my name is JKXU, and basically in today's video, I'm going to be showcasing you guys how to get from being a noob to a pro. Now, not necessarily the fastest grinding methods, but I'm basically going to be showing you guys everything that you need to buy that is important, when you should buy it, and how to get everywhere from anywhere that you are. So, I'm going to pause the video here, and then when we get to the spawn point, I will go ahead and start from there. Alright everybody, so when you first go ahead and load in, you should be around right here at the spawn point, or obviously you can just come here. Now, a main crucial mistake I see a lot of new players asking is where can I get a katana, or where can I get magic? Now, I will show you guys how to get magic, but I just want to make this very clear. All weapons, including the weapon I'm using, well, this is a different case because this is a Roblox weapon, but all weapons, for example, things like the mace, the scythe, the silver sword, are all drops from bosses and enemies. Now, there's a lot higher chance that you're going to get the sword drop or any type of weapon drop from any of the bosses. Now, the evil old man is the first boss at level 30, and you can very easily just, if you're like a level 40 or 50, just farm him until you get the mace or silver sword that he drops. It's a really easy weapon to get. It's a common item, and if you want to, use that for sword weapon combat, you're completely welcome to. Now, a lot of people have this mistake of thinking that at level 30 is when you can use magic. You are able to use magic from level 1. All you have to do is just go find your way to it. So I will show you guys tower, but before that, we need to get to some of the more crucial parts. So as I was saying, this area basically does nothing. You can't get weapons here, nothing like that. Now, one of the important things you should do when starting off, or if you haven't already, just do it, because I see a lot of people who are neutral. There are these sides. So, for example, this guy right here at spawn, he is yellow. If you talk to him, the Wizard King, you can go to the good side. Now, right now in the game, there's currently not really many benefits for joining either side, but in the future, there will obviously be some type of, I'm assuming, some type of system involving which side you're on. You can do specific things and whatnot. So this is the good side, and then over here is the evil side. Now, if you're wondering, I'm on the evil side, mainly because the rumors are that basically, once the sides have been initiated, you'll be able to join, obviously, if you're on the good side, one of, like, the kingdoms. Or if you're on the evil side, you can join that little key community right there. Now, the reason I chose evil is because in the Black Clover movie, they had the man who wields this sword, Clan Lads, and I'm really hoping that I can somehow obtain that title to become him or whatever, because I have the sword. So, yeah, that's one of the first things you want to do is choose your side. Now, next of all, obviously coming over here, I'm going to show you guys how to get the grimoire. So, if you want to get a grimoire, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to come over here to where the first quest is. I'm going to fly, but you guys can just follow basically where I go on foot. So, you're obviously going to come here, go past this house, keep going, and there is this straight path right here. Now, if you follow down this path all the way, it will take you directly to the magic tower. The tower is where you can roll your grimoire and, obviously obtain magic. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people realize, well, how am I flying? Now, I'd like to just mention, this is called wind flying. So, this is not what flying looks like. This is only the flying if you have wind and you have flying. I will teach you guys how to get flying and whatnot, etc. in this. There is no level requirements for wind, by the way. You just, we'll get into that later. Anyways, this is the magic tower. So it is a safe zone. You go in here, and you talk to this guy, and you can roll your magic. Yeah, so simple as that. You should start off with about 5 or 10 rerolls, I believe, if I remember correctly. So, yeah. So, now let's get to some of the places where you can buy stuff. Now, I was going to pause the video, obviously, and show you guys some things. But actually, one of them is right here. So, right next to the magic tower. Now, most likely, if you're a new player, you won't be able to buy this until at least level 100. if you really wanted to. So this is called Mana Sense. It is 5,000 yen, and if you played this game, you know getting yen is hard. So I do own this. This is what it looks like. You click L, and so for example, there is a player over here fighting. If I watch his mana, so currently it seems he doesn't wield a magic, but for example, let's say I wield a magic out. You guys will notice that there's, so when I charge, notice how I have an electric aura. But if I hold this book out, and then I use this mana, notice how it has an aura without me charging. So this aura can sense my magic power. So the darker your magic is, the stronger you are. Because I am near max level, mine's rather dark. And when you get way too strong, the person's just going to emanate as darkness. So it is about $5,000 to buy this, and it is a little test. Basically, you have a minute to click on like 40 dots that are rapidly appearing. It's pretty damn easy. If you really need the help, just use an auto clicker and just move your mouse around really fast around your screen. Should be pretty easy to beat. Now, the next thing we're going to be talking about, guys, is boss drops. Now, boss drops are things that I'm wearing. For example, the scarf, which I'm not using, but now some of these things I'm wearing are not obtainable, and the bracelet, for example, that's an obtainable item. So every boss in this game, from the level 30 old man boss to every boss you'll encounter, which is the last quest of every quest giver in the game, they all have boss drops. Now, whether you get a common, uncommon, epic, legendary, doesn't matter. Boss drops are going to be very helpful and are arguably going to carry you. Boss drops are super helpful, no matter the rarity. So if you can use them, make sure to always equip them, no matter how stupid they look on you. Trust me, you're going to need the stats. Especially as a new player, it's going to be really beneficial for you guys if you can get anything that can increase your mana. So that way you can put stat points into HP and not have to worry about your mana when using magic. Since I really doubt many of you are going to get a weapon early, and if you do, it most likely won't be something with abilities. Now, for example, this is Quest Giver 5 right here, or 4. He's one of the higher up ones. So, for example, his is Bandit Royal. And then if you go up here, this is a boss. Now, a lot of high-level players usually won't farm any bosses lower than this guy. But pretty much every boss from this guy and above, we usually like to farm just for EXP. Because boss quests basically give more EXP than anything else. So this is the guy. He looks kind of like Tanjiro. But yeah, you guys get the point. So, you can get boss drops, etc. from anything from that with buffed XP because it is boss. Now, another mechanic we're going to get into, so I'm going to pause the video here, and then I'm going to show you guys some more of the stores and how to get things like that. So, another store here is this guy right here. He's right at spawn. So, this is called mana lighting. So, for example, if I use this, it's going to be green because I have wind magic. It is literally just lighting. So, this is about 1,000 yen, and if you have the spare yen, I would really recommend it, because I'm going to be honest with you guys. This little guy right here, okay. You know, this little hee-hee-ha-ha guy, you know what I'm saying? He is a very kind little gentleman. And having this magic lighting, let me tell you guys now. I know it looks useless now just being a little bit brighter. But trust me when I tell you this, okay? When you guys get into the cave quest area, which is where you have to do a lot of quests in a cave, you're really going to want this. So I would really recommend buying this by the time you're level 100. It's pretty easy to get, as I said, cheap, no test, so easy sell. Another thing, daily rewards. You can just hop in this, literally get daily rewards, simple as simple. Aura spins, cool. I think I already have like a ton of those. 41, yep, don't really need more. Oh, I got 6, wonderful. Anyways, so now let's get into one of the more big important things. I know people are going to hugely want this. So we're now going to be heading to where you can learn to fly. You do get the broom for free, including in this. Now, you're going to need 2,000 yen, but your level does not matter. You can do this test at any point. You have 3 attempts within the test. If you fail it, it is completely wiped. You have to get 2 yen again. So, you're going to come here from spawn. We're going to go over here to the daily rewards. Now, you're just going to take a little bit left, right this way. You're going to keep going until you see little steps on the hill. Now, you're going to come up these little steps on the hill. You probably already saw the guy. Come on up. And you're going to talk to this guy. And you talk to this guy for $2,000. You do a test for 2,000 yen. And basically, he has this thing where like a red bar is going through and you have to click on it every time it's in the red bar. It gets smaller and smaller. And if you successfully completed it, you're able to fly. Then you just click F and you can fly on your broom. Now, if you have wind or anti-magic, you can fly on your sword, or with wind, you can fly with your hands. So it kind of depends which one you have, but they are different, though they are not speed buffed or anything. It's just normal flying with a different effect, which is kind of cool. Now, another thing I want to talk about in this game, because this is obviously something helping you guys, is races. So if you do not know what races do, I'm going to help you guys out. So dwarfs are buffing your speed. Elves buff your HP, or at least they used to. I'm pretty sure they changed that recently. Human is just the normal buff that it gives you, and then demon, which is what I have, the legendary, gives you lifesteal and crit chance, which is really, really good. The lifesteal, especially, it's plus 5%. Now, if you guys are wondering what race you should go for, here's the thing. If you have a lot of race rerolls like me, for example, I have like a couple hundred now, definitely go for demon. If you have like more than 60, try and get demon, honestly. It's worth the comp. But if not, if you can get elf, absolutely keep it. The reason why I would really recommend elf out of all of them is I think the health regen stat is going to help you a lot, because health regen is kind of slow in this game, unless you have things that can buff your regen. And so because of that, most likely you won't have any good items like that. You're going to really, really want that, because you're going to take a lot of damage in this game. Even with magic, because you're only going to have 1 or 2 skills maybe at most until you're level 100 at minimum, you're going to be M1ing as well. Because your M1 damage, for example, if you guys see here, right, my M1 damage, even though I have 0 points in strength, right, I have 1 point in strength, my M1 damage when wielding a magic book is buffed by the magic power. So because of that, it is really, really crucial. You're probably going to be M1ing a lot as well. And the thing with M1ing is this game doesn't really have combos, so there's no really flick back. So they will just smack the shit out of you still while you're hitting them. And though it has no knockback, you can still keep hitting them. They do a lot of damage. And I know for especially lower level players, when you get to like your level 100 quest, you are going to be taking a stupid amount of damage, especially against the bosses. They will basically 2-shot you or 1-shot you guaranteed, especially if you do not have items. So that is something I would really recommend trying to get, guys, and really recommend going for. Now, lastly, to finish off this video, this is more just kind of a side note, but I'm assuming as a lot of new players would want to see kind of what magic abilities do what. So, I'm here to explain. Fire, obviously, is fire. All 3 of the abilities are AoE abilities, with its final ability being a full AoE ability, meaning it hits everything around it, and it does cause burn damage. Now, the only 2 abilities in the game with transformations is anti-magic and wind. Anti-magic I can't really get, but it is a demon transformation, kind of like this one, similar to Asta's. Now, I can show you guys wind. So, basically, at the 500 mastery, which is the max mastery, by the way, for any stat points, I am able to transform, in which I can gain this power. So I transform, and it plays an animation, and I gain Yuno's Spirit King form. This buffs my M1 damage with the thing to around 600, and it also changes my attack, so we can show you guys some of those. So my Z becomes Wind Blast, basically throw a massive wind strike. Wind Race, I kind of dash forward and just smack them. And then Wind Rush is just multiple slashes. That's pretty much the strongest ability. It does around 6k damage. Now, flying with this still looks the same as normal wind flying, but it is a very cool form. I can use Imperial Sword with the buff of this ability. Same with Anti-Magic, I believe. But as you guys see, my mana goes down. So, you have to charge it up. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I appreciate the recent support. This is a video really quickly helping you guys out who are new. I hope this did help you guys, and if you guys want any more information or any type of content on this game, just please, comment down below what you guys would like to see, and maybe I can make it for y'all. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you did enjoy what I was saying, please make sure to maybe like, or maybe even subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Adios, amigos.